The opinions expressed by the host and guest on this program are solely their own and do not represent the views or opinions of Blind United. We strive to provide diverse perspectives and discussions on our platform, but the opinions expressed should be understood as personal viewpoints and not reflective of Blind United as an organization.
It's time. It's time for
coffee time.
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 And here is your coffee time crew.
Well, good morning, everyone. Monday morning, and welcome back to Coffee Time with Blind United. Got my Coffee Time crew with me this morning. Carol and Pedro, good morning, y'all.
Happy Monday. Good morning. Good morning, everyone.
Happy Monday, guys. We're starting over again.
Well, I mean, that's a blessing.
Yes, it is.
So, anyway, as y'all know, we don't have, well, maybe you don't know, but for those that know, there are no interest groups for today, it being the end of the month. So bottom line, the new groups, well, the new schedule will start on Wednesday this week. So look forward to that. And then other than that, y'all, I mean, the same old thing. We got this Walk a Mile coming up. This is the last week to get you and your sighted guests registered. Please get that done by Saturday, October the 4th. We would really appreciate it. And then, like I said, we got our Halloween event coming up, Blind United Halloween 2025. So we got some good stuff going on with that. Like I said, we got some good food for y'all and some costume contests and a bunch of other, Halloween-related events. So that's only $25. Come on out and hang out with us on the 25th of October. So all that good stuff. So anyway, over the weekend I got into some, how can we say, old tech that kind of got forgotten, and now with our new tech is bringing some of this old tech back into the picture. So anyway, you guys hear Pedro all the time talking about, quantum computing and so on and so forth. So this first article is a little something on that. And also, if you look at the description within, the live stream, I have placed a link for each of the videos that I created these articles from. So if you want to watch the full video, they're right there. Just go ahead and click on those. But anyway, we're going to get started. This first one actually was quantum computing, and they took a drawing that was buried in the back of Nikola Tesla's notebook. And quantum computing came up with what it was he was thinking about without any notes, just a drawing. Check this out.
Hey Blind United crew, grab your first cup as the Coffee Time crew gets into this first article. Quantum AI rebuilds Tesla's forgotten machine, a glimpse into the future he imagined. In a quiet lab tucked away from the public eye, a team of researchers has done something extraordinary. They've used quantum artificial intelligence to build a machine based on a forgotten sketch by Nikola Tesla. The video titled Quantum AI Just Built Tesla's Forgotten Invention explores how this century-old concept, once dismissed as impractical, has now become a functioning device that challenges the boundaries of modern science. Tesla's original drawing, found in one of his lesser-known notebooks, depicted a small cylindrical object with no clear explanation. For decades, it was considered one of his many speculative ideas, too advanced or too abstract to be realized. But when this sketch was fed into a quantum AI system capable of analyzing billions of design possibilities in seconds, something remarkable happened. The AI didn't just interpret the drawing, it built it. The resulting machine operates with a precision that seems to defy conventional engineering. It emits a resonant field that interacts with its environment in ways scientists are still trying to understand. Early tests suggest it could have applications in wireless energy transmission, quantum communication, and even gravitational field manipulation. While the exact purpose remains speculative, the device's behavior hints at technologies far beyond our current reach. This breakthrough raises profound questions. Was Tesla designing for his time or for ours? Did he envision a future where machines could be built not through trial and error, but through intelligent systems capable of interpreting human imagination? And if so, how many other forgotten ideas might still be waiting to rise again? The video also explores the philosophical implications of AI resurrecting human genius. Tesla's vision, once locked away in dusty archives, now lives again, not through human hands, but through the mind of a machine. It's a collaboration across centuries where past brilliance meets future computation. The quantum AI didn't just build a machine, it built a bridge between eras. For the blind united crew, this story resonates deeply. It's a reminder that innovation doesn't always come from the present. It can be born from the past, waiting for the right moment and the right tools to come alive. Tesla's machine may have been forgotten, but his vision endured. And now, with the help of quantum AI, it's finally being realized. This development also invites reflection on the role of artificial intelligence in shaping our future. If machines can interpret and build from human imagination, what does that mean for creativity, invention, and progress? Will AI become a partner in innovation, helping us unlock ideas we couldn't build alone? Or will it redefine the very nature of invention itself? As we sip our first cup and think about Tesla's legacy, one thing is clear: the future he imagined is closer than ever. And thanks to quantum AI, we're beginning to see just how far that imagination can take us. What do you think, Blind United crew? Could this be the beginning of a new era where forgotten genius is reborn through artificial intelligence? Now back to the Coffee Time crew for their thoughts.
All right. Well, briefly, for those that may not know a lot about Nikolai, he was a visionary. Of course, I mean, he's actually the father of AC, electric alternating current. I mean, I know most of us, we pay our bill to somebody named Edison or a bill company called Edison. And Edison sometimes gets a lot of credit for this, but Edison actually
Mm-mm.
wanted everybody to do DC, which is, I forget what it is. But anyway,
Direct current. Direct
yeah,
current.
direct current, right. So, but again, in testing, they found out, and then him and
Mm-hmm.
Nikolai fell apart because he wanted to do direct current, and Nikolai wanted to do alternating current. So Nikolai left Edison and ended up going with Westinghouse because Westinghouse had money, right? And
Mm-hmm.
then they came up with the alternating current thing, right? Which became the standard. But Nikolai's ultimate goal was free power for everyone. They
Mm-hmm.
built a tower that was supposed to be able to produce wireless power to everybody. But again,
Mm-hmm.
people, once they realize, well, hold on, he talking about getting this stuff away for free? All the people with money backed away because there was no money to be made, right?
Right.
So they
Mm-hmm.
backed away from it. Well, this is basically the results of what he was trying to do. This
Mm-hmm.
device is suspected to be the one that could transmit that wireless power. You know what I'm saying? So the fact that that quantum computing coupled with AI has developed this machine, and I mean, again, they haven't fully figured it all the way out yet, but I mean, bottom line, they are a lot closer to what Nikolai's dream was than you know, ever before.
Transpire.
So again, I just think it's a great thing. If this thing works, now will it come to fruition? I doubt it. Corporate America is not going to let that happen, but just the fact that the technology is there and a lot of Nikola's, vision and personality is now coming back into fruition, with modern technology. So again, it's a great thing. I mean, again, we can solve this power issue with, some of these inventions. The whole day is going to be about this kind of thing. So anyway, but this is
Mm-hmm.
the first one. Go ahead, Carol. What you got on this?
Well, for me, I just think that as human beings, these are people that seem to me to be exceptional, because I just cannot imagine someone being that smart to predict and create something that can save us, but nobody ever really pays attention to wanting to actually use that. The
Mm-hmm.
mind itself to be able to think of something like that, geniuses of, like, back in the day, my old family members used to say, they've been here before, or you can see the intelligence in children that seem to know more than they should, but they've never been around what they know, so to have that imagination and to be able to bring it up, and now AI is kind of tag teaming on it and trying to possibly create it in the future, is absolutely amazing. The sad
Mm-hmm.
thing is that the world, the way that we live in it, won't allow
Mm-hmm.
us that opportunity to use it.
Right, right. Well, right quick, Monica and Tisha both said, good morning, everyone. It's Monday.
Good
So
morning.
good morning,
Good
Monica.
morning,
Tisha.
ladies.
Yeah, so I mean, I hear what you're saying, Tisha. Carol, I'm sorry. Go ahead,
That's
baby.
okay.
Yeah, yeah. Well, like how Ed was saying, yes, we all pay to Edison, and we know who is Edison, and Tesla is a figure. I think well before his time. Tesla was thinking for our time, or even more in the future. Tesla wanted to bring wireless power across the globe. Yes, Ed was correct. They didn't they didn't found no interest, no money making, so they were gone. And Edison did some foul movement plays with Tesla as well. Tesla, when he passed away, he was broke. He said that his friend was a pigeon. That was his friend, because everybody else was, did him dirty. And he was trying to bring these inventions to fruition. The way he was saying that he would come up with these inventions was during his sleep. He was able to build them and see the whole plans, and then able to come out and start drawing them out and know what they are. This man had a mind way advanced, and us and it's not us. It was the business class, these multinational corporations now, or not Edison, but these wealthy people that established so much wealth that they able to stifle down ideas and keep it away from reaching humanity and stuff. You know, Tesla has so many inventions. He had an invention that he was trying to make a telephone so you could talk to your dead loved ones, and his way he wrote it is not that they're dead, they just don't have the physical body, but they're in a different type of frequency and other stuff, and he thought that he'd be able to tap into that. That was one of his things. He had this device that we're talking about is something called 0 point energy, making energy from nothing. You think that idea is so foreign to these people that run these companies that do these fossil fuels, that do electricity? We went the route of making solar panels because this idea got stifled down. We didn't know what it was. The tower he built got destroyed. They made so much publicity against it, and oh my God, they put his name through the mud and everything, even though he was a genius and is a genius, and still his ideas are relevant, are going to be
Mm-hmm.
relevant for the next century until
Mm-hmm.
we have the capability of knowing what they are and build what he was trying to build. You know what I mean? And if we were smart about it in the country, the intelligence back then was smart about it, they would have tried to get him into the government, try to see where all this was going, you know. But you know, sometimes us as humans think about what's in front of us, like making money and stuff like that. And unfortunately, a great one of the greatest minds, um, his ideas got put down. And he had so many ideas, so many ideas.
Yeah, the
Think about how
inventions were
much money
wonderful.
would think about how much money would be left in people's pockets if they didn't have to pay for power.
No, and
Yeah,
and think about this. Think about this. We would have not have global climate weather right now.
Of
That would
yeah.
have
course,
been
of course.
all clean energy.
Clean.
I mean, we were again. We would have been started on the road to clean energy, of course, before
The
I
problem.
mean, and again, that's we talking about for power production. I mean, again, industrial things have started our global warming. You know what I'm saying?
Hmm.
Again,
But you know we had electric cars back in the 50s, right?
of course.
And imagine running off of that type of tower and power, man.
Right, but see, I mean, we're even going back further than that with Tesla. We talking about it,
Hmm.
in the 20s, and during
Yeah,
the
he was.
depression and stuff
Yeah.
like that. So again, there was just so much stuff that we could, just have the advantage on had people gotten behind him, but
Hmm.
because he was about giving it to the people for free, corporate America didn't want that to happen, and then
Hmm.
as time went on, multinational conglomerates, international corporations and stuff like that. Oh, hell no. You
Yeah.
know, so
Right.
again, it didn't
Mhm.
happen. So,
Yeah.
but I
Yeah.
mean, again, we got more of this stuff as well. I mean, this next one is also another one of his inventions. But again, just the fact that this man, and I'm gonna throw this out here. Pedro might want to comment right quick on this. One of the conspiracies about him supposedly having all this knowledge was that he was kidnapped by aliens at one point. you
No,
know,
well, that's far into conspiracies. What I have heard, his mom made some statements. He was born in the middle of a thunderstorm, and
okay, well,
the doctor told her this baby is. I forgot what the doctor told her, but she told him, "No, this baby is something different, and it's a gift to the world."
well. And technically he
But
was. Technically
and it
he
was,
was.
yeah. And that the device that they're describing, this that creates this type of field, can be used for. Think about it. We could have used this for powering a craft to space. We could have made this to have a gravitational gravity in space. We could have made so many different things. Whatever this device is, he could have pointed us to the right direction. And imagine the type of world we'd be having. Imagine this device powering a flying car.
Mm.
Think,
Well, again,
man,
get
it's so
into
much.
just get into the links that I provided in the description, and that'll take you to some of this kind of stuff. So, anyway, we're gonna play a couple promos, and then we're gonna get into this next one, which I think you guys are gonna find relatively interesting as well. So, we'll be right back with you.
If you'd like to know more about Blind United, you can visit our website at blindunited.org. You can email us at info@blindunited.org. You can call us at 909-846-8825. You can follow us on Instagram at Blind United Interest Groups. You can follow us on X at Blind United 22. You can watch our YouTube channel, Blind United. You could join our Facebook group, Blind United Interest Groups, or you can follow our Facebook page, Blind United. Did you know that people in third world countries do not have access to canes? The You Can Give initiative gives canes to people all over the world who cannot get canes. The You Can Give initiative not only goes to these countries and gives people canes, but they give people canes and a digital recorder that is solar powered that has instructions on how to use the cane and instructions on how to repair the cane. The You Can Give initiative is a very worthy cause, giving canes to blind people all over the world. If you have a cane that you're no longer using, or a cane that's broken or bent, you can go to youcangive.org and get a shipping label, and you can ship your cane to Jimmy in Tennessee, and he will refurbish it and give your cane to a blind person in a third world country. That website again is youcangive.org.
Well, I always say about Jimmy here is, I can't imagine what life would be like without my cane. I mean, again, it's just a mandatory, necessary tool, for us to, have a certain level of independence, for a long, long, long time. That's the only thing we really had was our cane, So there's still a lot of people out there on the planet that just can't get their hands on a cane, and I really, really feel bad for them. But Jimmy's trying to fill that gap. So again, Jimmy takes canes and gives them away to people in third world countries, and the way he's able to do that is people like myself, people like you. We donate our canes, our old canes, our broken canes, whatever, right? Or maybe even some money, whatever the case may be, if you got it like that, right? And then Jimmy repairs the canes. I've repaired so many canes for Jimmy and sent them back to him. But again, I love working with Jimmy for what he's trying to do. So again, you can reach out to his website, youcangive.org. Right there, you can download a shipping label where you can just package up your canes that you want to donate and send them to him. Free matter for the blind. And man, he'll take care of them. Do you know what I'm saying? He'll take and get them refurbished and then pack them up and get ready for one of his trips to, whatever country is on his next list, on his next destination. He's been to several places several times, so again, he's doing all he can to try to get these canes out there. So I just want to do everything I can to help him as well. So again, also, if you come into any of our Blind United events, we do collect canes for Jimmy at every one of our events, as well as, create a little drawing for people that do bring their canes. And, maybe you get a little token gift for donating the cane. So anyway, all right, well, we're going to get into this next one. This next one is another one of Nikola's inventions. It's called the Liberty engine. Okay, so this one here is it's amazing. It's well, let's do the article, then we'll talk about it on the other side. How about that? Well, you get a better description from them than you probably would from me. So let's check it out.
Hey, Blind United crew, grab your next cup as the Coffee Time crew gets into this second article. Tesla's hidden invention rebuilt. The Liberty engine sparks a new energy debate. In a world increasingly dependent on centralized energy systems, a bold new development is challenging everything we thought we knew about power. A team of independent engineers has reconstructed a mysterious machine inspired by Nikola Tesla's suppressed designs, an off-grid generator known as the Liberty Engine 2.0. This device, which reportedly produces continuous energy without fuel, solar panels, or grid connection, is reigniting interest in Tesla's vision of free energy for all. The Liberty engine is built using neodymium magnets, microwave transformers, and a configuration that appears to operate without any hidden power source. Its creators claim it delivers 230 volts of uninterrupted energy, enough to power a home or small facility. While skeptics question the science behind it, the machine's performance in live demonstrations has sparked curiosity across the tech and energy communities. Tesla's original ideas about harnessing atmospheric electricity and transmitting power wirelessly were considered radical in his time. Many of his patents were shelved, ignored, or outright suppressed. But the Liberty engine's design draws directly from those forgotten blueprints, suggesting that Tesla may have been closer to unlocking sustainable energy than history gave him credit for. For the Blind United crew, this story is a powerful reminder of how innovation can be delayed, not because it lacks merit, but because it threatens the status quo. Tesla's dream wasn't just about technology, it was about accessibility. He believed energy should be free, abundant, and available to everyone. The Liberty engine, whether fully proven or not, represents a step toward that dream. The implications are enormous. If a machine like this can be scaled and verified, it could revolutionize how we power homes, cities, and even remote communities. It could reduce dependence on fossil fuels, eliminate energy poverty, and shift control away from monopolized utilities. But it also raises questions. Who benefits from keeping energy expensive? Why were Tesla's ideas buried for so long? And what happens when those ideas begin to resurface? Critics argue that the Liberty engine lacks peer-reviewed validation and needs more transparent testing. But even if it doesn't live up to every claim, it has already succeeded in one important way. It has reignited public interest in Tesla's work and challenged us to think differently about energy. As we sip our next cup and reflect on this story, we're reminded that progress often comes from revisiting the past. Tesla's vision was never about profit, it was about possibility. And now, with the Liberty engine sparking debate and curiosity, that possibility is alive again. What do you think, Blind United crew? Could this be the beginning of a new energy revolution, or just another chapter in the long saga of Tesla's misunderstood genius? Now back to the Coffee Time crew for their thoughts.
So, a little bit of the history on this Liberty engine. Of course, this is something that Nikola came up with. The problem was, again, technology. He was so far beyond, our ability to do things at that time, right? So the main problem was the magnets that were available at that time were not strong enough. So let me explain how this thing works. You have a housing that you place these magnets in specific positions, right? And then you have an armature, which spins internally. Well, the magnets, once you just basically spin that armature, now you start that motion where these magnets are not only attracting but repelling the armature to keep it spinning within this, device, right? And bottom line, it's creating power as it spins, okay, with no power source to spin it. Again, it's just all perpetual motion. Once you get it started, it's basically automatic, right? And so another gentleman came and tried to do this again. His name was Howard Johnson, not the hotel, I don't believe. But anyway, he tried it again. And again, the magnets were not strong enough. Now they have these magnets that actually produce like 10 times the power of a natural magnet, I guess it is, whatever. And these magnets are strong enough to make this device work. I mean, you seriously click on the videos that I provided. You'll see these guys literally have created this device and they have taken it out into the middle of nowhere, spun it, got it going, and then started hooking up power, electrical devices. And bottom line is working. 230 volts, folks. 230 volts. Our house runs on 110. Okay, now if you got air conditioning or maybe electric stove or whatever, certain things would do require what they call 220. Okay, but
Dryer.
right, an electric dryer, some of those will do a 220. But again, this device creates 230, so it's more than enough for a house, or like I said, a small facility, right? So again, free power, y'all. I mean, if we can get this device machine scaled to to where we can purchase it. I mean, again, hell, I wouldn't mind spending $1,000 and I ain't got to pay for power no more in life. I mean, come on now. I mean, whatever the case may be. But again, Nikola Tesla, y'all, he was a genius, way, way, way beyond his time, and now his devices are starting to come to fruition. Okay, so this is some really, 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 really good stuff, and man, I hope that these folks they keep bringing this out and they keep putting it in the face of America and the face of the world, letting people know that this technology does exist, and then some kind of way we can try to make this stuff come to fruition to where it's available to everybody, and quit being suppressed by the people that want to sell you your power rather than sell you a device that you got it now for free. You know what I'm saying? I mean, it's
Hmm.
kind of, I mean, even if you think about it, solar power is good. It's really, really good, but it doesn't always provide the proper amount of power that you need to run your house. Now, is that by design? I don't know. I have a tendency to believe that it possibly is. Why? Because they don't want us to disconnect that meter. Every time that meter makes a circle, we owe them. So they want to keep that meter hooked up, even if they have to, do a shared thing. It's just what it is. I mean, so I mean, again, I'm all about whatever we can do to make life better for our people on the planet. This you think about people that's way out in the middle of nowhere where there's no power lines. Think about countries right now that don't have power.
Right.
Okay, you take this stuff out there and give one to everybody. Now you got a city lit up. You know what I'm saying? So again, I just think this is some great, great, great stuff, and hey, I'm looking forward to it if we can get it out there. So
I agree. I mean, the more people that know about it, that's the sad thing about it. Thank goodness that you're providing the links to where any individual that wants to see this information can do that, because awareness is important, and if we don't know that it's actually something out there that can help us keep a little bit more money in our pocketbook, I mean, how are we going to learn? So I think that the more that we know that, we can utilize some of the articles that have been played on Coffee Time before, advocate and protest about these things once you know about it, and support the individuals that are trying to bring this for us, because the world that we living in right now, this planet is doomed if we don't take on some of this stuff that this genius way above its time. We have some people that are out there still right now that have this stuff that nobody's trying to embrace, that can actually
Mhm.
help us, and we got to get behind them. I mean, that would go towards health care. We've got power. Just imagine what else is to come. But all we got to do is try to support them if we can do that, so that all of this can continue and make this world last a little bit longer than the
Yeah.
way that it's going now.
Yeah, that is true, Carol. And let's think, guys, and mass scales with these massive data centers. Imagine having multiple of these devices or one in a big scale that can power these centers that are right now polluting our environment. Yes, we do use this AI, but the technology to run this artificial intelligence is big. The energy that they use is massive. The water that they use, it's water that we can be using as people. And this this device creating energy from that motion and that that back and forth, expanding and contracting and having that thing move around, that like
The
him to bring that
magnets.
idea, the magnets, and to bring that idea, and it's number two, just like how we had iPhone 1, 2, 3. Imagine if we would have let him flourish those ideas. Imagine
Mm.
where we would be. And also, yes, we need to put our senators, our representatives, because who went to Tesla's home when he passed away? The
Mm.
federal government, the FBI, and some papers are out there, but some are classified as well. And you would think, why are some things classified? Why would they be classified if they didn't know what they were? And they might know what these devices are, certain individuals. But you know, just him thinking and being like that ahead of his time, trying to bring accessible technology, well, accessible energy to people, accessible technology that would have been pushing what we have right now with artificial intelligence way further,
I mean,
you
I
think
know?
about
believe
the
it could also
world.
help like in healthcare, because just think if it's
Massively.
clean
Well,
energy, it's
how
clean
about this one?
air.
How about
Huh?
this one? Think about the world we would be living in now had Tesla been able to produce these devices
Back
way
to the
back
Yeah.
future.
then, way
Yeah.
back in then.
Yeah.
So, right quick, I want to touch on something else you didn't touch on, Pedro, or where you mentioned it, right? We say within going through these viewing these videos and whatnot, guess what else I found out?
Mm,
What?
There are over 6,000, okay,
mm-hmm, mm-hmm,
applications for patents
mm-hmm,
that have been classified confidential, top
What?
secret, that they are
Wow.
holding. Why? Because they mess with the status quo.
mm-hmm, mm-hmm.
Mm.
And
Okay.
well, not the status quo. It messes with their money because let's be real.
Well, that's the
Politicians.
status quo. They're making money. They don't want you to mess with that status. They want to continue making that money. You know what I'm
And
saying?
we need to close that revolving door. That's the problem.
But when you think about this, over 6,000 patent applications for devices.
And just
Okay.
imagine what those devices are and what it could do to save this whole planet. That's
And,
awful.
and, and people think that this is the conspiracy what we're talking about. People be like, oh, that's a conspiracy. No, this is all facts.
Fact. Fact, not fiction. Mm.
It's crazy, y'all. It's crazy. I mean, again, this thing is actually, I mean, when you think about it, once you get the right tools, right, the right equipment
Mm-hmm.
in place, right materials in place, like I said, all you got to do is just walk up there and spin this thing, and then it starts doing it on its own.
Wow.
Genius stuff right there. Here,
Yeah.
you just spin it and just walk off. You're good.
You're
Who would have
good.
thought?
You got
Who would
Yeah,
have
power.
like
thought?
You know what
And
I'm
now that they
saying?
have stronger magnets, oh my goodness.
And that's what really made it work. I mean, it was again, it worked back then, but it didn't produce enough power to
Right.
utilize anything. Now, with the stronger magnets, it spins fast enough to actually produce 230 volts of power. Okay.
Amazing. Amazing, yeah.
I mean, this stuff is crazy, man. So,
And
but
we'll probably
anyway,
never touch it.
well, I mean, I don't want to say that. You know what I'm saying? I
Yeah,
want to
yeah.
say
Stay
somewhere
hopeful.
down the
If we
road,
act now, we may.
somewhere down the road, we're going to be able to, this stuff is going to be available to everybody. I really, truly believe that. Maybe I'm looking way in the future to Star Trek days or whatever, you know what I'm saying? Where money is no longer an issue.
Right.
I know we can't see that day coming anytime soon, but anyway, man, this is just some amazing stuff to me. I enjoy this. I was, you know what? I got to bring this stuff to coffee time. I got to let people see this, you know, technology that has literally been suppressed by the people with power and money
Mm,
because they
mm,
do
mm.
not want it to interfere with what they got going on. Okay, they don't want to interfere with their stream of revenue.
Doesn't
So
make the
again,
world beautiful anymore.
you know what I'm saying? I mean, come on now. So anyway, I got one more real kicker for you, and then in our last article. So we're gonna run a couple more promos right quick, and we'll get into this last article. Did you know Blind United offers free training in assistive technology? We call them interest groups. We offer training in JAWS, NVDA, iPhone, iPad, as well as Meta Ray-Bans. We also have groups like support group, cooking groups, and crafting groups. There are also groups for entertainment like movie night and RS game night. For more information about all the interest groups that we offer, just email us at info@blindunited.org or visit our Facebook group, Blind United Interest Group. We would love to have you be part of the Blind United crew.
Have you ever wondered what it's really like to be blind? Ever wanted to ask questions but held back, afraid of offending? Blind United invites you to replace that fear with fun, learning and connection at our 4th annual walk. A mile in my shoes challenge. Join us Saturday, October 11th from 10 a.m. to 3 p.m. at Wayfinder Family Services, 50 Huntington Angeles, Vista Boulevard, Los Angeles. Experience everyday attacks blindfolded, like pouring a cup of water. Try assistive technology like screen reader computers and iPhones. Get a hands-on braille lesson and discover how independence is built every day. Smile, laugh, and learn alongside the blind community. No pressure, just pleasure. Help us build bridges, close gaps, and make connections. Walk a mile in my shoes and see the world in a whole new way.
That's one I'm gonna miss once y'all have the the walk a mile.
Well, I mean, again, this is the last week for registration. I mean, I have it. Pedro just did a short on it in his Unseen Adventures. Sometimes, we out and about, and we got people, that want to help but don't know how to help, and they always end up here helping in the wrong way. That could be rather irritating, really. But again, we're trying to educate people, right? And this is our opportunity. I mean, every blind person I know has got a story about this particular type of thing. So this is what this event is all about. Grab those people. You know what I'm saying? Whether it's somebody you just ran into today on the street that is asking you questions or misunderstanding, whatever, a family member, a friend. You know what I'm saying? Hell, your doctor, your nurse, the restaurant where you go eat regularly or whatever. You know what I'm saying? This is the opportunity for us to teach them what it is like to walk a mile in our shoes, show them how we have to adapt and live our life every day. They only have to do it for, if you did the whole thing, in sequence, you could be done with all of our challenges within an hour. Okay. So for 1 hour out of their life, they get an experience of a lifetime. Okay, something they will never ever forget, right? And now, what on the other side? They're educated. Now, when they see a blind person in the streets, or whatever, they know how to deal with that. Now, as a waitress, when they come to the table, they know that they should speak directly to that person. Don't ask the people at the, well, what does he want or what does she want? Like we don't know what we want. Come on now. It's simple stuff, but until we educate the sighted part of our society, they're never going to fully understand, and they're going to continue to treat us this way. So again, you got this the last of the week to get everybody signed up. Get everybody signed up, and then we're going to make this happen for you. This is about advocating for what we are, who we are, what we can and what we can't do, and so on and so forth. But teaching them so that now they know. Anyway, so now we go right quick. George said good morning. So good morning, George.
Good morning, George.
Uh, uh, so this last one, everybody has heard about, motors that can run on water, right? Well, of course, they don't want that. Why? Because they selling oil, they selling gas. They don't want us to, just go down to the river and get a bucket full of water and pour it in the tank. They just don't want it. So anyway, check this one out.
Hey, Blind United crew, grab your last cup as the Coffee Time crew gets into this third article. The Forbidden Water Engine, a new chapter in clean energy innovation. Imagine a generator that runs entirely on water, no gasoline, no solar panels, no grid connection. That's the promise behind the Forbidden Water Engine, a device recently rebuilt and demonstrated by independent engineers who claim it can power a 3,000-watt generator using only water and a highly efficient electrolysis system. The implications of this technology, if proven, could reshape the future of energy. The video showcasing this invention walks viewers through the process of converting a standard gasoline generator into a water-powered system. Using a custom-built electrolysis unit, the engine splits water molecules into hydrogen and oxygen, which are then used to fuel the generator. The result is a clean, quiet, and seemingly perpetual energy source that challenges everything we thought we knew about fuel efficiency and sustainability. This concept isn't new. Nikola Tesla and other early inventors explored the idea of water-based energy systems, but their work was often dismissed or buried. The Forbidden Water Engine revives those ideas with modern materials and engineering techniques, offering a glimpse into what might have been and what could still be. For the Blind United crew, this story is a powerful reminder of how innovation can be suppressed, delayed, or forgotten. The term forbidden isn't just dramatic, it reflects a history of resistance to technologies that threaten established industries. Water-powered engines have long been the subject of controversy, with skeptics questioning their feasibility and critics pointing to the lack of mainstream adoption. Yet the demonstration of this engine is hard to ignore. It runs, it powers devices, and it does so without traditional fuel. The creators emphasize that the system is not magic, it's engineering. By optimizing electrolysis and rethinking how generators operate, they've created a machine that could offer energy independence to communities around the world. Of course, questions remain. How scalable is this technology? Can it be mass-produced affordably? Will it withstand rigorous scientific scrutiny? And perhaps most importantly, will it be allowed to thrive in a world dominated by fossil fuel interests? As we sip our last cup and reflect on this story, we're reminded that the future of energy may not lie in distant innovations. It may be hidden in ideas we've already had but never fully explored. The Forbidden Water Engine is more than a machine. It's a symbol of possibility, resilience, and the power of rediscovery. What do you think, Blind United crew? Could this be the breakthrough that finally brings water-powered energy into the mainstream, or will it remain another suppressed chapter in the history of invention? Now back to the Coffee Time crew for their thoughts.
Well, this is another one. Again, click on the video. These folks, they literally built this engine on the video. Okay. They built the tanks. They built the device that creates the electrolysis in the water. The whole hookup. I mean, it was actually, I believe, two tanks, one with the water where they create the electrolysis, and then, it was a filtering system or whatever it was. And then, the hydrogen went into another tank. Okay. And then the hydrogen fed the engine, and the engine turned the generator, which produced the power. Okay. And again, they took it out in the middle of nowhere, put some water in it, started the process. Now, it does take a battery to get this started, right? Because you got to start that electrolysis process. But once that generator starts churning, just like in your car, it recharges that battery. So you don't have to worry about it. Okay. But now you got power from water. From water, y'all. I mean, and again, we're talking about a motor that's running a generator, but that same motor scaled up to a car, right, could do the same thing. I mean, it's not that much of a leap from, a small generator sitting in your backyard or your garage or whatever the case may be, to scaling it up to be able to power a car, right? Or scale it up to be able to power a EV, okay? Producing power to keep the batteries charged in the car so you can keep on rolling all the way from LA to New York without stopping and having to plug in. Just stopping, buy some water, or, stop by a river and get a couple of buckets. I mean, no, Carol, you're laughing, sweetheart, but in the video, they literally said you could use dirty water.
What?
Mm-hmm.
Uh,
Mm-hmm.
Dirty
Oh
water.
wow.
It did not matter with the condition of the water. As long as it's water,
Wow.
it'll work.
And people be thinking these type of things are conspiracy. It's not happening. And yes, it's been trying to be done multiple times. There's been a young man. His brother states that they had a working engine. He had also uh, uh, showed it off, and he died from a heart attack. But his brother said he ran in the house saying, "Oh, my heart's hurt. They poisoned me. They did something to me." He passed away. That's where it kind of gets mystery and murky. But besides that, he did show a working engine, and another brothers as well were were saying that they created a engine running on water, a gallon of water. They said could get too far. But I'm glad to see that this is starting to kind of get out. We need to move away from the fossil fuels. I know that yes, gasoline and oil are gonna be needed for things, of course. But that stronghold that they have in our society needs to kind of go away. You know, they got subsidized for so many decades, subsidized in a $1 trillion industry. So they've made so much money already. It's time to let go, and we need to start pushing this type of technology because this is the future. When we saw Back to the Future and we saw all that, what they were doing, imagine all these devices right now. Come on.
Well,
We be
like he was saying, all of that is being suppressed. It's so much out there that could help this world, and it's unfortunate that we just cannot do it.
Well, another thing that's actually helping us out right now with this hydrogen engine
Mhm.
is they also have another additive right now that they're putting into the water that literally helps the water molecule and the hydrogen molecule separate. So that
And that's where he builds the energy from right there.
right, I mean it's supposed to be like 10 times more hydrogen production than the normal process of just straight electrolysis. I mean, they were talking about how
Mhm.
once they turned the switch and the battery started, activating
The
the thing,
device.
the right that creates all of this stuff. The water literally turned pink with the
Pink.
electrolysis. Yes, with the electrolysis in the water.
Yeah. Hmm.
Okay.
Wow.
I mean, but again, and then what comes out the exhaust pipe? Water vapor.
Clean. Yes,
Hmm.
yes.
Clean,
And
clean energy.
Water
yeah.
vapor.
And think about it. Look. all this type of technology, but we were so interested in splitting the atom to make a bomb. They're
Right,
straight up
right.
trying to split the hydrogen and make an engine like this, like, but this type of technology we need.
Well,
That type of
and
technology seems like straight up futuristic.
not only that, they're using the power of hydrogen, such as the hydrogen bomb, right, to
Hmm.
scare us and make us think that if that would
It's
be
dangerous.
riding around in a car with a bomb in it, with a hydrogen bomb just waiting to explode.
Right, right.
No, no, no. There's two totally different scenarios. The hydrogen that we're separating and creating to use, it's a gas, of course, right? But it's
Hmm.
nowhere near as concentrated as what it was within the hydrogen bomb. You
No, it's
understand?
Hmm.
different chemistry makeup. That's all.
That's all. You know what I'm saying? But the average people, we always say common sense really ain't that common because not everybody has it, right?
Right.
But
That's right.
But again, look at how many people believe in so much stuff that's being said right now. I just can't believe that they're believing the garbage that's being put out there. So when you think about it, it's not beyond, reasonability to believe that, okay, these people really truly believe that. Oh, I'm not going to ride around in no car with a hydrogen bomb in the trunk, you know.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. And think about this though. Remember the story we had about the flying drones and all that?
Yeah.
What about that's the Tesla technology that they had classified and all that, and they were testing it out?
And
Hmm.
whatever. Okay. Well, whatever happened to the drones? We
Hey,
never.
whatever happened? Yeah, but think about it. Somebody flying in your airspace and you don't do nothing about it. There was testing. There were
Hmm.
testing. That's why there
I
was
hear
Right.
you.
no soup. Yeah, but this
Well,
technology does need to move forward. Go ahead.
no, I was just gonna say, again, within these three links, within that, YouTube or well, they like this kind of stuff. You'll start getting more and more of these types of videos coming into your news feed, right? And your
Hmm.
suggested video lineup,
Hmm.
and you'll see again. There's so much stuff out there. Pedro's talking about, the flying stuff. They've already had this kind of stuff.
Hmm. Hmm.
They've already had it. They've had this stuff that don't work. But bottom line, we get back into these 6,000 patent
Hmm.
applications that have
Right.
been classified, and they will not be approved, and those inventions will not come to fruition. I didn't know that. I mean, it
We had
amazed me.
crafts flying around, that with the hot air and all that. I forgot what they used to call them, but in the early 1900s and stuff, flying. Oh my God, I'm
The
They
blanking.
hot
call
air
them
balloons?
airships. No, they
There
call
you
them
go,
airships.
Oh,
airships. Yeah,
Airships.
but they got started getting suppressed as well.
right,
And
right.
guess what was holding them up there? Helium.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Hmm.
Helium.
Yeah.
Okay, it wasn't a hot air balloon. It was literally helium inside
Yeah,
those
I didn't
things.
know that.
Well, that's why that damn thing caught on fire.
Mm,
All it did was just bump something and rip
that thing.
the material of the balloon, and
Mm-hmm.
next thing you know, the whole thing just disintegrated in midair.
Oh
The Zeppelin.
wow.
That was the Zeppelin. Was a Zeppelin. That's what they call it. But
A Zeppelin?
anyway,
Okay.
yeah, that was a Zeppelin was the airship, and that was the
Ah,
future. That's what they were looking at
true.
as the future. That
Yeah.
was the first things they used. After when they realized it took too long to get across the Atlantic on a boat, they said, "Oh no, well, we're gonna create these airships, and we're gonna go across the Atlantic that way." And that ship had just came from Europe when it blew up in New York. You know what I'm saying? They were
Oh
getting ready to
wow.
land. You
Mm.
know. So again, there's a lot of great technology out there. I'm telling you, check these videos out. As I get more of these, I will bring them to us. Because I think this is just amazing. Some of this technology that's been suppressed or is still
Hmm.
being suppressed. You know what I'm saying? There's some really, really good stuff out there that could really be a game changer for us on the planet right now when it's truly, truly needed. So, On that note, again, we don't have no interest groups for tonight, but we do have, like I said, get signed up for this welcome hour, y'all. And don't forget, we got this party coming up on the 25th of October as well. So, on that note, please like, subscribe, share, follow, comment, all that good stuff. It really, really does help this channel and allows us, information that we bring every day to get to more and more people. So we truly appreciate you. And we'll be back with you again tomorrow with another lineup of interesting topics for you. So on that note, Pedro, Carol, I really, truly appreciate y'all. And everyone have a blessed day, and we'll see you again tomorrow. Have a
Appreciate you, Ed. And Pedro.
Oh, I'm not even on the button.
Hey, it's Monday.
Yeah,
Monday.
thank you,
Happy
guys.
Monday.
There was educational and interesting, guys. So like that button. Let us know. Let us know what you think. Let us know if this is you like this type of content.
Yeah. Oh, what content do you want to see? You know what I'm saying? I mean, we open for it. So anyway, I'm on the button now. So thank everybody again, and you have a great day. Have a blessed one.